Live, this is 3-2 Echo. We are in sector. Gunner up, scanning with thermals. Break. Have visual on enemy armor in the vicinity of the MSR. How copy?
Hey guys, welcome back to Black Emerald Group, also known as Black Emerald Tactical. Today we're going to be talking about my Glock. In the last few videos I've ever done, I've always talked about my ARs and my other guns, but I've never actually talked about the most unique part of my inventory, which is my Glock. Now, it's a TM gun, but what makes it unique is it's an Airsoft Surgeon Custom. So if you're not familiar with Airsoft Surgeon, also known as Clarence Lay, or Lai, if I've pronounced it right, is one of the world's biggest competitors in Airsoft. He custom builds all his guns to a point of exact perfection, if I would say that. Some of his guns are based on real life guns, and some of his are just based on competition spec. If you ever get a chance to buy one of his guns, you would know that all his guns are built to amazing standards. They either they're gas guns or electric guns, and they don't fault. They're 1 in a million, they're very pricey guns, and they're really good. And he custom builds them all from the ground up. So he takes a base of a model, and then he sits and just starts building the gun all the way through till it meets his criteria. Now, this is my Salient Arms Glock 17, the TM base. I bought this around 7-8 years ago, and I love this gun. So what makes this so special? Well, from the outside, it's fully licensed, all Salient Arms. It's not one of these clone repos you find that just got the logos. Now, this is officially licensed by Salient Arms with all the proper trades and everything. It's a TM, so you know that the gun will last. And also, it's got everything in it has been upgraded, starting from, let's say, from the rail. So it's a CNC rail with a nice Cerakoting. Well, mine has been abused, but I've had this for 7-8 years, but it has a Cerakoting finish on it. It has fiber optic sights, which I've changed mine out for a green on the back and red on the front. It also has this nice gold inner barrel, which is famous for Salient Arms. And if you don't know anything about Salient Arms, I recommend you look at them. Just go on their website. They just build amazing real guns. Also, then you've got this, I can't say nice stippling. To be honest, I think the stippling was probably done by a drunken monkey, to be honest. But it's something different. It's nice. It feels much better when you hold it with gloves. You get that firm, positive grip with it, and your hands don't slip. If anyone's ever owned a Glock before, you know that when it gets wet, the pistol grip tends to kind of move out your fingers. Now, especially me with the baby hands, it feels just much more. I get a positive feel from the gun, so I know that the gun is there and it won't fall out my hands. The hop. Now, the TMs are very famous for having, well, the TM Glock 17s, their hop unit was probably one of the early generation ones, so it wasn't the best in the market. The design was very peculiar. Usually if you've got a hop, you should know there's 2 points of retention from the top to the bottom, pushing on the BB so the rubber puts the backspin on the BB to give you a straight line. On the TM17s, it wasn't like that. The system was very flawed. So whatever I did, even with Airsoft Surgeon's custom ones, you still wouldn't get the range you want. So I did a lot of research into it, and I found that you have to get something called an I key, and it's pretty much a little bit that you put under the hop and puts an even tension all the way over the BB. And then after that, your range would just be amazing. The gun shoots around 330 to 340 on green or propane. On a hot day, 340. 330 on a, I can't say cold winter's day, an average day. The kick is very hard. I mean, like I said, I've had this for 5 years, 6 years now, and I've abused this gun. I've literally abused it. I've taken it to mill sims. I mean, if you look at it properly, it's all scratched up and everything. But the gun is amazing. It still shoots fine. It's never let me down. You can even see from inside the slide. It's just, everything's different. I mean, even the hop unit itself, it's got a whole new nozzle as well. The hop unit's been changed out. The springs are different, much harder springs compared to the original TM ones. The barrel itself just feels nice. Obviously mine have got a little bit of like scuffs on it because, like I said, I've had it for a long time now. But the gun itself is amazing. Now, when it comes to performance-wise, the gun feels fantastic, but there's also, I can say with every gun, every gas gun, you gotta look after them. I mean, when it comes to, especially with gas, you gotta lube them up, you gotta look after them, you gotta always clean the barrel. A lot of people say, oh, use green gas. To be honest, I would never use green gas in my guns. Now, let me explain why I recommend no one to ever use green gas in their guns. The main reason is, hold on, just put this. The main reason is when you put green gas in your gun, green gas, yes, it's mixed with lubricants, okay, but where do you think those lubricants are going to go? Do you think they're actually going to go into the mechanical parts of the gun? No. They're going to go into your nozzle and into your barrel and into your hop. It's just going to grease your gun up, and at the end of the day, you're going to be shooting a greasy old hop up, and then you're going to be wondering why your BBs are starting to fall short. I always tell people, use propane, use MAP Pro if you want to go for colder days. It works amazing. It's there. The science proves it. At the end of the day, if you think about it. Where's the gas going in? It's going in, it's coming out the barrel. That's it. It's never going to be going into your mechanicals of the gun. So these guys, these companies where they mix the propane with lubricants, it's just a gimmick at the end of the day. They're just making you spend money on rubbish. You can buy a Coleman's tank of propane for like £8. And you get a lot more than what you would get for an average airsoft green gas, which you're probably paying £7 or £8, maybe more. I don't know where you stand regarding that. I mean, tell me what you think about it, but that's my opinion. I've been using gas guns for a long time, and that's where I sit regarding them. I mean, if you want to look after them, all you have to do is just get a little bit of silicone, a little bit of gun oil, just give it a couple of dabs on the seals of the guns, and if you do that and you look after your gun properly, it should last. Now, going back to my SALIENT arms. Now, with this, I've put an O-Light on it. I went for O-Light mainly because, one, it's cheap and you're getting 400 lumens out of it, and it's rechargeable, which is more convenient than having to put lots of CR123 batteries, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, O-Light is a civilian brand. It's not a military spec brand, so you won't find holsters out there, but you can get custom made holsters for them. And for me, it just feels right with my little baby hands. If you see, just with a tap of the button there, push it hard, then gently push it once for a steady on. It's ambidextrous, so same way here again. The gun comes with fiber optics. I might be changing that out to tritium ones. I don't know. I'm going to see what's my compatibility with real steel ones. I would like to get night vision ones, but I have to see how they fit. I know that the rear and front side do come off, unlike some of the other brands where you cannot, but with these ones you can change them out. The magazine is a standard TM mag. You get the two types. You could get the 15 and you could get the 23 round mags. I've got two 23s and a standard 15 one, which is simple. I do not recommend using Lilacs fill valves. They are crap. I've got them 3 in mine and they are just junk. You vent more gas out putting it in than you actually get to be putting it into your gun. So what I mean is, like, where you putting the gas on the nozzle in, you're actually pushing more gas out than is actually going in. So you're venting a lot more from it, and you're wasting your money. So I would stay away. I would stay away from Lilacs, the fill valves, the black ones. They're just junk. Just stick to your original TM ones. I've just bought new TM ones right now, so I'm going back to those. But as in the gun, it is one of a kind. There's only 500 of these built, so you're not going to find another one lying around unless someone has a second-hand one given away. Mine's, I believe, the serial number's under here. It comes in a nice little back bag with a little certificate and a few BBs, but I'm never going to use those BBs anyway because they're .2s. On .2s it shoots great, on .25s it shoots even better. The hop is like every other TM hop. It's inside, it's a dial type, so you just wind it either one way up, one way down. But overall, it's an amazing gun. I spent something around almost £500 for it. It was very, very pricey, but it's worth it. These guns do retain their values, and if the moment you say it's an Airsoft Surgeon custom, people know straight away that this gun is built to last, okay? Well, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Click that like and subscribe button. There's a little notification button. Tick that so when we put up new videos you always get informed. We've got Instagram page, Black Emerald Tactical, that's our group page. You've got my Instagram page, which is @E04. We got our YouTube channel, which is when you're on. So we've got plenty of cool stuff coming in. Hopefully within the next week or so we're going to go out and do a team game again, which I will hopefully be attending, and we can be able to get some nice game footage for 2018. Stay tuned, we've got plenty more videos coming out. But thanks again for watching and enjoy yourselves.
Engaging enemies in close proximity to civilian dwellings at this time.